So now let's make the chimney for the Stephenson's Rocket logo, and here's what we'll need. We'll need a piece of paper, again for teachers. A6 is ideal for this, cut straight from an ordinary sort of paper cutter with the marks on for the A6 size. So that's the size of the paper there, and what we need to do is create a tube. So to make a tube, we've got to obviously roll the paper. So if you take a short side and roll it from a short side, you can try it by hand, but you don't want to crush it. It's quite a fiddly thing to do by hand like that, but I'll show you a few other ways you can try and do it. Once it starts to roll, everything's fine. It's just getting it started. There it goes. So give it a little tap like that. Now let's check before we try and before we sticky tape it, because this has to fit into that hole there. So it's got to be a nice little tight fit, and I think I've got that just right, and it probably will fit in. So let's give it a go. There it goes. Now because I haven't sticky taped it, it's opened up, but I just wanted to check the hole size. So the point is, you can actually just roll it by hand like that. But if you've got something to roll it around, you make a better job of it. So what could we roll it around? Well, we could have a wooden rod, the right size. So we just check that, look, so that fits, yeah, that fits probably there. Curl it round. The technique is, look, lion's claws, which is curling your fingers over like that. And as you curl your fingers over, it tucks the paper underneath the rod. So as long as you don't let go, you can just keep rolling, and that makes a much better quality paper tube. I'm going to use that pen as well. You can do the same with the pen. So you can roll it around something. So let's have a look. A couple of bits of tape, and I've wrapped the tape around really tightly there to try and keep the shape of the cylinder. One at the top, one at the bottom like that. That's opened up a little bit, so I might be tempted to do the same thing there. Now the tape doesn't look fantastic, but as long as you keep it on the pen or on the rod, you can actually colour that now on top of the tape. So it could be coloured. Take it off the rod. There it goes. And pretty much the same look. That pen is a good fit in there as well. So it could have just rolled it round the pen. So now in the hole, look. So just careful not to squash it when you're pushing it in, and give it a little twist as it goes, look. And there's our little chimney. When you look at paintings of the old logo from, you know, it's a couple of 100 years ago now when it was made. When you look at the paintings, what you find is they were very ornate. Even the top of the chimney was quite ornate. So what you could do is you could create yourself a little pattern. There's another one I've got here. You could create a little pattern of zigzags like that, look. And then if you cut out the little zigzags, it makes it look like just like one of the pictures that I've seen before of Stephenson's Rocket. So if you do that and go around, remember the logo was probably very brightly coloured in its day, and looked really sort of ornate. So now when we, well, I'll have to put the pen back in to get the shape back there. Now when we open it out, to tear off those little ones that didn't come off, there they are. And now, open those out, it looks like a king's crown. And that was rather fancy, wasn't it, for an old steam engine? So, there's an alternative there. So it's coming on, and the next vid we'll look at the back part, which is called the firebox and the footplate. The firebox and the footplate, where the drivers would stand. Fantastic.